Around, we're going to start the event this afternoon.
I'm optimistic about the recent announcement of the Detroit River International Crossing made by Prime Minister Harper and Governor Snyder in Michigan last June. We're here today to announce the start of construction on improvements to the Canadian Plaza of the Windsor-Detroit Tunnel. The importance of the trade flow with our neighbors to the south, or in this case, our neighbors to the north. More than 1/3 of Ontario-U.S. trade crosses the border between Michigan and Ontario, above all right here in Windsor. I'm delighted to see the groundbreaking happening, Your Worship. I was beginning to wonder because we actually announced this a few years ago. And of course my colleague Teresa Prusa joins me today.
Thank you and good afternoon. It's good to see the sun shining so we're not sinking in mud on another construction site, as does happen once in a while around here. For over a year now, crews have been working on the Windsor-Essex Parkway. The intense work shows how committed we are to improving access to Windsor's crossings. 2 years ago, Ontario and Canada finished improvements to the Detroit-Windsor truck ferry. We know that Windsor is a vital gateway to and from Ontario. This is why we are focused on completing the Let's Get Windsor-Essex moving strategy and strengthening that access for our local companies and workers who have struggled in these tough times. Here, Coco Paving is a successful contractor completing these improvements, and that this project will create approximately 150 jobs locally. Coco has been awarded $170 million worth of work under the Let's Get Windsor-Essex moving strategy.
Today is an exciting day as we do launch the beginning, if you will, of the construction of the Tunnel Plaza and the work on the Canadian side of the Tunnel Plaza. But this plaza is a very important plaza because every single day there are 11,000 cars that are crossing. Those cars are commuters and to enjoy the hospitality and the tourism attractions that we have in this region. This is going to be a great project. Thanks everyone for being here.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I'd now like to invite Dave Van Kesteren, Member of Parliament for Chatham-Kent Essex, to say a few words.
The Detroit-Windsor Tunnel is part of Canada's busiest trade corridor. It's also a key gateway for local residents. Each day between 5,000 to 7,000 Windsor-Essex healthcare workers, auto workers, and other professionals commute to their jobs in Michigan through this tunnel. So without further ado, it gives me great pleasure to introduce to you my friend and colleague, the Honourable Diane Finley, Minister of Human Resources and Skills and Development. Thank you.
Thanks very much, Dave, and good afternoon, everyone. It's great to be back here in Windsor. We're talking about investment, and I have to admit, on the way in from the airport, I stopped at one of my favorite Windsor stores, and I invested much more heavily than I had expected to in your local economy, and I'm delighted about it. My suitcase is overflowing. Because Windsor-Detroit is Canada's most important trade corridor. This bridge is going to get done. Thanks very much.
That concludes our event this afternoon. Thank you.
Well, you know what they say, if you want to get something done, give it to somebody that's busy. If you want to get something done, you know, give us a time period and really work your butt off for that time period. I hope I use that word. But we're going to have to work really hard. We've already started the process. The entrance is there.
Yeah, it's coming from here, right where we are standing right there.
Is it going to include the bus station? Not the bus station, the police station, right up in the corner? And are you going to close from the light there?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how it all